Gets more viewers all nonetheless. Alright. Yeah, shoot, go for it. I usually only get like 12 views of my videos on a good day anyway, but I'm trying to really raise the amount of people who watch my Twitch streams.
I could
As
promote
of
you on my Twitch or my Instagram.
That'd
Promote
be cool.
both of you
I'd
guys.
appreciate that. Yeah.
I include my audio, so it'll be.
What?
Yeah, so babe, what we'll do is we'll keep having our companions like switch off, so that way we can kind of create a little jealousy, and that way, because what I'll do to your companion is I'll size him up and then kind of make him feel like, oh, so this is the beta male that you know, or some shit like that, where I would just kind of size him up into making him something that, you know, he's not as strong as me, or you know what I mean, like a little jealousy, but not too much. Where it's just like, I don't see him as a threat, but I'm still obviously jealous the fact that he's around. Right, I'm traveling inside Obsidian Scar.
I'm just gonna get my gear repaired. I'll be right with you.
Okay.
We'll do this for like an hour and a half.
Huh?
We'll do this for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and be good.
Alright. I'm inside Obsidian Scar, so you guys can travel to me, and I'll put you inside here. In the meantime, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Alright, I'm gonna run there. Hey, once again, was not trying to, wait, oh, not you, I was talking about something else. Alright, Katana, what do you want to do with your character? Like, what do you want to do? Do you have any, like, viewpoints? Any ideas you want to do with her?
Basically, I mean, I'm just gonna go with the flow. Like, I know what to do with her, but it's fine unless I actually do the roleplay.
Right, okay.
But I know that with, you know, her body's becoming, you know, worn out and basically turning into a werewolf is taking a toll of her body. The voices of Marco's taking a toll of her body. She's like, of course, I'm not actually going to cure my werewolf, you know, because I need my werewolf for PvP stuff. But
right,
yeah. Like basically, going to have it to where she, like, she's going to cure her werewolf, or let's put it this way, she's going to keep her werewolf
in control.
Yeah, keep her werewolf under control.
Right.
Like, she's going to go back to Grotwood, and she's going to train under the wood elf shaman that she was training with from the very beginning of, you know, of her story. And
right.
In a way, I kind of hope, and like, but the thing is, her mind keeps on directing towards Christian's characters, directing towards, you know, the thoughts of him, and she feels like she could see him. She feels like she has visions of him, and she tries to brush it off. And you know, this is where she meets Bastian, her companion, and you know, he tries to take care of her, but the thing is, he's not taking care of her. He is basically being a pussy. He's telling her what to do. He's disrespecting her, and But yeah,
Yeah, I gotcha.
but she stays because of the fact that she doesn't want to be alone, and she just and when she sees Christian's character, that's when she she breaks.
Right.
Like he is like he may be her she he's her weakness, but he's also her strength at the same time.
Right.
And
Okay, I gotcha.
and when she sees him with his companion, like everything breaks, and she feels like she's losing her werewolf, like her control of her werewolf. She's feeling like she's losing everything, and at least she kind of stands her distance because of
Right.
the fact that if she doesn't stand her distance, she will not become her again.
Right.
And
Gotcha.
but yet at the same time, she doesn't want to stand her distance because of the fact that she wants to stay closer to him. She wants to make sure he's okay, and just
Right, I
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
This is gonna work. This is gonna work well.
Mhm.
How am I doing with the whole story? Is it going in the right direction? Do you have any critique?
You're doing pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I do this for a
And
living.
I think your character should come in with, you'd come up behind me and you're like, where's the vampire, or where's the person that
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah.
and I explained
Hey,
to
by the
you.
way, if we're looking for new games for the guild, I'd highly recommend Neverwinter. Like, it's actually designed for like role-playing D&D sessions in game.
Yeah, I mean
I highly recommend Neverwinter.
we're thinking of downloading that, installing that as well, like but with your character, like he's like, you basically tell her, you shouldn't push him away, or just like make it seem like
I
that
shouldn't. So after we deal with the data, you're saying my character shouldn't leave or go off on his own. I should stay in touch.
in a way to make sure, not how to explain it, like you're
Yeah, I
basically,
see what you're saying.
yeah, like you don't want to see
Yeah.
us, you don't want to see us split, you don't want us to see any difference.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you and I, we traveled together for a while, and then he came along, and you see the difference in me when it came with Christian.
And
With
I
Christian's
want to
character.
keep your... And I know what makes your character happy, so my character wants to be a good friend and keep things going. I get what you're saying, yeah.
Hey, you may fall in love with Christian's companion. Oh no, that'd be weird. I don't know, because it'd be Christian played as companion. Unless we get you a companion, to follow you around. You have Blackwood, don't you?
Yeah, I got it. I'm probably a quarter of the way through the story.
Yeah, definitely get the female companion, so that way,
Alright, I'm back. I heard
Hey!
Alright,
a little bit of
Yeah.
the part. Yeah. So, Shadow,
get ready. Yeah,
the
shoot.
companion. You don't get the companion through the main storyline. It's a site. It's like basically it's like outside a delve or some shit, and you
Okay.
get both of them outside like some kind of delve. I could show you where both of them are, and it's not that it doesn't take that long. You don't need any special things. You just need the DLC.
You know, I really want to play Blackwood with you guys. We haven't done that yet. I really want to do that. It's on my agenda
I'm totally
list.
down. You said you're a little bit from the ending, or where you at in it?
I'm midway, maybe a quarter of the way through the campaign. I've done the Badlands a few times. I've done a few of the events. I've done a few of the world bosses. I've just been busy with other stuff. I really want to commit to it.
Also, because I was making a burrito right now too, so that's why I was taking so long. Shut up, babe. Um, um, when we finish our roleplay with the main story and then the elsewhere thing, like I was saying, we can do other storylines with other characters because we have other
Yeah, I was
characters,
thinking about the same thing.
and like,
some
we
of
can
the
do
stuff.
different personalities with our other characters. Because I don't know about you, Shadow, but I know me and her have like a backstory and like an idea behind every character, how they sound and how we feel they are in our heads. That's how we do it.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
so like you'll see different personalities from my different characters. This one's my favorite, even though he's not my strongest in terms of PvP or PvE. He is my favorite because he is my main character. Whether it be for
Right,
roleplay or
this isn't the end
crafting
of
or my
your...
healing.
And once again, this is not the end of
Go
your
on.
guys' story arc. This is just, like, the beginning of something bigger.
Yeah, and I want them separate character stories, but they can all intermingle together somehow. Like basically, this
Yeah,
character
yeah.
can all, and you guys can all the characters. Basically, you know what I mean when you guys switch up too. Like it doesn't mean that they don't exist in the universe. They can all exist in this universe. It's just that we play different personalities for different characters and stuff. So I'm totally gonna do that.
Alright,
Just on that out there.
gotcha. Alright, scene. 3, 2, 1. Well, this is the place. Gave me the hells. Gave me the hell.
Blasted elf. What have you taken us?
Well, I hate to tell you this, my vampire friend, but your werewolf midnight companion is key to ending the ritual.
Right?
I didn't want to tell you this, but okay, here we go. The data ritual the worm cult has started requires tainted blood to be sacrificed in order for the ritual to be undone. To close the gate, we must give a blood sacrifice.
Why don't we offer
And it must
you
be
up,
one of
elf?
us, because all three of us have been touched by Metamako. It's his curse. Only one who's been cursed by Metamako can end the ritual. Oh, more worm kelpers. Alright, down there.
Why don't we offer you up, elf?
I can't die. And it's more than just me trying to be proud of myself. The point is, I'm destined for something greater than all of this. And it's not me tooting my own horn or stroking my own manhood. The point is, cosmic powers need me to stay alive. You two, on the other hand, are expendable.
Expendable? That's all we are to you, elf?
No, you're my friends, don't get me wrong, and I hope there was another way, but it must be done.
You want to test that theory? You can't die, elf.
I can't die, you fool. I am literally in the frickin' pockets of every god imaginable. If you kill me, great wars will break out. Cosmic imbalance. I am tied to the very nature of Tamriel itself. I can't die. Not yet. It must be one of you.
Well,
There must be another way.
I can't. I read the spell book, my dear friend. Only one who is tainted by Metamako's poison can die and end the ritual.
well, vampire.
Grimvar, Mafia.
I want you to be happy.
Listen to this blasted elf. I'll find another way.
But there is no other way.
There has to. I'm not gonna
And if
risk
there-
losing you.
And I'm not going to risk losing you. You deserve to move on with your life and actually be happy.
There's a little. There cannot be no happiness without you.
We must act, we must do it.
Lead the way.
Very well. Evie, what's about you?
Alright.
Add a character real quick. Put your non-combat pedal. Not your Daedra, but your dog, because it's like a little too cluttered with the dog running around.
Hold on, let me freaking behave for these things. Okay.
Here, let me add one of my
okay,
emotes.
you're good now.
Shit.
Damn it.
Okay. Alright, let me add one of my emotes. Okay.
Same, I gotta activate something too. Hold on.
Can't do it when people are attacking us.
Sorry, just too much fun.
Alright, good. Just give us a second to add a couple of mementos and emotes, and we'll continue on in a second.
Alright.
Because if we're gonna do a ritual, we might have to make a ritual, and I'll perform the ritual in order to sacrifice myself. I just need a.
Alright.
I have a couple mementos that I could use for it.
Gotcha. Once again, I'm not trying to make my own character too important, but literally I am kind of like the doctor of this story.
Yeah.
So if my doctor, this like medieval dark Gandalf dies, the entire cosmos falls apart.
No, and when I say I offer you up, it's to protect me and her. I know with the whole story we have to, because I want to die anyway.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Like I want to die, so I'm gonna be like kind of like why don't we offer you up? Kind of like that tough guy. Like I'm gonna offer you instead. But
yeah, gotcha.
I'm gonna make the right decision when it actually comes down to it.
Right.
All right, we're good.
All right, we're ready to go.
Hold on.
Right on me.
Let me have my mementos as well.
This will be one of them when I do the
Alright.
Shadow. Tip.
That's
This is one of them for the. I'm gonna show you the other one I'm gonna use. And this is watch on. This is gonna be the second one. This is gonna be the one where I basically sacrifice myself. Because I'm gonna do it like I'm gonna hold the portal and I'm gonna go in and then disappear.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of the timeline of the events. Like 2 months have passed since we first met Gold Harbor. Like we've known each other like for 2 or 3 months.
And this is where she's going to get chained up by.
I like it.
So,
I like it.
So yeah, she's gonna be chained up, and I'm gonna be using this.
Okay.
That's gonna be me. This is gonna be me holding the rift open, and then I'm gonna basically say like a bye to her, and then I'm gonna disappear and get out of the scene using my fist form by going
Gotcha.
like this, just disappearing like this.
Yeah, I see your deal. Alright, you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Keep pushing forward. We're almost to the Richard site.
Ah, blocked it open. Foul-smelling beast.
Do you know where to go?
Yes, I do.
Face me.
Oh, demon filth! Guys, bring character that's wrong direction. Keep pushing forward. Almost there.
Yes. And my character gives the elf, your character, a look to distract Christian's character.
I gotta have it.
Go ahead.
You certainly know how to find the vermin of oblivion.
Oh, we need to kill a few Daedra on the way.
Come on, you Daedras. What? Ah! No!
Don't worry, I'm here. I'll break the chains from you a little bit.
Vampire!
Stand still.
You need to go!
Not leaving without you.
Daedra are closing in. One of us must die. It must be now.
Let me... You need to be happy.
Must be done, little elf. I'm gonna sacrifice myself.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'll remember you fondly.
You will
The
not...
doors of oblivion won't keep me from you. That I promise. And don't forget, little elf. We'll always love you.
Then fight me.
But I must do this. Oh, always so feisty.
Fight me now. And whoever wins will be the one to sacrifice. I can't do it here, damn it.
The Daedra are closing in.
It must be done, little elf. You go with the mage.
You think he should push her or something to...
Go now, mage, elf. Take her with you. I'll perform the ritual.
No!
Let's leave.
No!
Don't forget, little elf. It'll be okay. Remember,
Please, no.
I'm already dead. Now, leave, now.
Go!
Shh.
More like balling on a Marco.
Shh.
Coming for you.
She turns into a werewolf too. Oh man, this is a perfect timing too. Out of character. Mine and his song just came on. I'm actually listening to music. Oh.
I was actually perfect. I got gripped by the necromantic hand from one of the people. As I'm performing the ritual. Alright, back into character. Get her out of here. No. I can't hold this.
What do you think I'm doing?
Alright. I'm gonna send a telepath. Okay, so you're gonna hear my voice telepathing into your head instead of Matt Marco. Cause I'm just gonna do the line, okay, honey?
Okay.
Alright. Can you hear me, little elf?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. As I said before, doors of oblivion can keep me from you. You must go.
But if you
Yeah,
die, regardless, I will die.
Can't kill what's already little elf. You know that. I'll be back someday.
And I'll be waiting.
Go with the mage. He might be a little off. He's the only one who can help you now. Find peace in Tamriel.
Alright, and scene. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Alright.
Let me fight all this stuff and get through the... I'm gonna have my character go to Grotwood, babe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have her dress like her skin is normal, and I'm gonna have her dress in the Timber Crow outfit since she's in the either in more tribal gear.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.
You having fun? Yeah, I was thinking your voice actor, your character.
What's that?
The one that kind of made like a do the hello. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's Lucifer's voice.
No, that is Lucifer. I thought you already knew that.
Yeah. I actually like Lucifer. I like his character. Like I like his
It's a good show.
attitude.
It's a real good show. Where I left off on that show was when he was sitting on the throne in hell after he sacrificed himself. And when he put his wings around the girl, with his head.
Yeah.
He was shielding her from the bullets, and then he died, and he was sitting lonely in this throne in hell.
Almost sounds like your character, Doom Prince. And I used to hang out here a lot, and I can't remember where half the stuff is. Like, Grotwood was like my place, just because it's a wood elf place.
Right.
If it wasn't Grotwood, it was, Riften, or Ardon. But, honestly, I never really liked hanging out in Riften. I only hanged out there because of...
Uh-huh.
Where is the dice? There it is.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Was that
Let me
too
change
long?
mine.
Sorry about that.
No, you're
No, you're
good.
fine.
Just
Alright,
changing up
so
a
the
few
ritual's
things.
done. I'm thinking where we go next is me and the wood elf, Katana. We go to a freaking chapel or like a freaking temple, like a headquarters. And I'm giving a quick,
Ooh, I know the perfect place. I know the perfect place.
you know, I'm giving like a freaking ceremony / memorial to the guy.
Basically, okay, hold on. So what I was thinking of doing with this, kind of like playing off of what you originally said, but also, basically since I sacrificed myself, she's gonna hate you, she's gonna be mad, and then you're basically gonna take her to that temple, get her cured from everything, she can show her transformations, and she can basically completely rid of those markings, is you're gonna take her to this place in Somerset, and you knew about it all along. You knew about it all along, but you were just using her to get what you wanted, and basically, this is your way of redeeming yourself, because she's gonna be heartbroken over my death, and you're gonna take her to this temple, and I know a perfect place for this temple. I'll take you guys there.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be in Somerset, your homeland. It's gonna be in Somerset, your homeland,
like
anyways,
that.
all along. And then you're gonna take her there, and
you know,
that's gonna be your way of
the
redeeming
backstory
yourself.
of the temple is, I used to be part of like a priesthood or a group of like religious authorities in the Altered Dominion. Like a witch hunter like sort of like society, inquisitors. And I'm gonna tell you the place where I was initiated in and hear what happened to her.
Okay. Do you have a place in mind, or do you need a place? Because I know a place in Eleanor that's not Eleanor, but in Somerset that's actually works really well with a fucking grand
We'll
temple.
use Somerset.
Huh?
You lead.
Do you want to go there, or do you want to use your place?
We'll use your place.
Alright. Alright.
Let me try with you.
Oh, not yet. Yeah.
Was that a good narrative? That was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Now my character is going to be dressed in her tribal clothes since... Yeah.
How about there be a short time skip between the two, and you're coming back, and she's gonna be okay. How about she's mad at you, babe? So him.
Yeah.
Because I'm dead, and basically it didn't solve anything other than help benefit you. And
well, it did save the world from a Daedric invasion.
Okay. And you're gonna redeem yourself. Okay, that's fine. You're gonna redeem yourself by taking her to get the voices and the scars removed from her. And yeah, and I got a place for that.
Okay.
And then we'll do the time skip 2 years, and then I'm gonna be in elsewhere. Cause how about this?
Yeah,
you got a letter from someone that says from a friend. You remember how Skyrim had a letter from a friend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? Yeah. How about this? You mysteriously get a letter from a friend. I'm gonna whisper it to you, Shadow, and you're gonna read it off to her. You're gonna her out in Grantwood, wherever she is out here. What else? Babe, wear your safety clothing. And then he's gonna seek you out in Grantwood to basically let you know that he received a letter, uh, um, and that he's gonna need your help, and you're gonna be kind of mad at him, um, and you're gonna reluctantly join him on this journey, and then you're gonna run into me.
Someone wear the same clothing?
Yeah, I'm thinking the main plot line after this is dragons are invading, like, are attacking, like, a city, and we have to, like, lead the defense of the city.
Uh-huh.
Like, dragons are attacking, like, trade routes.
Oh, so,
And
yeah.
sorry.
No, I was gonna say, I'm gonna whisper Shadow. Basically, it's gonna be like a letter from a friend, and he can read it off to you. That way, he has something to read off and kind of use as reference instead of just imagining it. And that way, that way he has like he can come to you in Grantwood, because right now there's no time skip. There's no time lapse right now. He's gonna take you to this temple, get all this stuff basically removed from you, and he knew about it all along. And he just used you up until this point to get what he needed, because he didn't want to travel alone. And he's gonna cure you now, or help cure you now, and then there's gonna be a time skip. You're gonna be in Grantwood. He's gonna seek you out in Grantwood, and he's gonna tell you that he received a mysterious letter from somebody he doesn't know who, and you guys are gonna go to elsewhere, and you're gonna run into me, and that's when I'm gonna make an appearance and be like, and that's when you're gonna see me the first time in 2 years. Both of you are gonna see me for the first time in 2 years. That way,
I like it.
Yeah.
Now, am I wearing the same? Am I wearing the same clothing?
Yeah, you're wearing the same clothing as before. You're only gonna wear your tribal clothing when you're in Grantwood, because you're gonna try to move on with your life. You're gonna try to be like, you're gonna go to this one place that you feel at home at, and that's in Grantwood, your homeland. And he's gonna seek you out because he received a mysterious letter. And he's known to travel with you before, so you're the only person he can come to about this. And then that's when you're gonna run into me.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, meanwhile, I've rejoined with the religious order of the Wolf, like that order that I used to belong to, and I'm starting to rebuild it. And my order has drawn attention to elsewhere because dragons are attacking our trade convoys. You know, and they're a threat to our they're a threat to Ulterior Dominion Altmer like interests in the region. And you're gonna actually like lead the assault on dragons, and you're like, you know something we don't.
Yeah.
And it'll be kind of like Game of Thrones. I'm really going for a Game of Thrones vibe with the second.
Yeah, and bear in mind also, my character has the best. He's a Dominion. He has the best interest in Dominion at heart. So basically, dragons is helping else. You guys are traveling, by the way. But basically, dragons attacking elsewhere are going to be basically. Of course, they're going to screw up the Dominion. And
we can't.
Is there? Huh?
We can't travel.
Yeah, because you're offline.
No.
How about the group? Go with the group and travel to me.
Yeah.
All right, group.
It still says not suitable location to jump. Found to jump.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside because I'm inside the temple right now. I'm gonna go outside and maybe you guys will travel outside. But anyways, I'm gonna be here because it's the best interest of the Dominion that the Dragon's threat is stopped altogether. And that way, that's my whole reason for basically joining this fight and leading the defense against the Dragons. And I'm gonna send a letter to you because I know you're gonna get her, and I'm gonna like, my motives are, even though we fell in love and stuff like that, I'm still kind of selfish. I'm still kind of distant from her.
You're a vampire, of course you are.
Yeah. And I was never cured because I was never cured. I've always been feral because you took her to get her. Yeah.
All right.
No, you guys can travel with me.
Doing that right now.
Once you guys get inside the temple, then you can do the scene. I'm not supposed to be here, by the way, so just ignore my existence.
Gotcha. Yeah, so my character's kind of like a rogue, like, demon hunter / priest, like a anti-Gandalf. I keep saying that. And the religious order I belong to is kind of like demon hunters, like we hunted down Daedra, and we were like Templars for the ultimate. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, where you at? Where's the temple? Okay, alright.
Inside this town.
Alright. Oh, this would be a cool, like, headquarters for my character. Like, after our mission's done, like, after the first story arc, he's returned to the Ultimate Dominion, and he's become, like, the leading official in the local city. I definitely want to use Somerset as, like, a role-playing area for my, like, our characters. Kind of like,
it would fit because we're all Dominion on these characters, or we're all... Because even though I'm a Nord, I still support the Dominion on this character. And you're a high elf, and she's a wood elf, so you guys naturally support because your race is aligned.
Yeah. I mean, of all the factions, lore-wise, the Ultimate Dominion is probably the most noblest. Correct me if I'm wrong.
What was that?
Of all the factions in the game, the Ultimate Dominion is probably the most noble. Of all the alliances. Yeah, alright. What's the name of the goddess for this place? Alright.
Will this do?
This will do perfectly. Alright, and Kristen, you go hide in your little area and we'll do our little thing.
I'm gonna go to elsewhere.
Alright, and we begin our scene.
Once he...
Did I really just see that?
Wait until he leaves.
Yeah, this monkey's the guy. Sorry about that. What the hell am I shooting at?
You're fine, I've done worse.
No, I had the wrong bar on. Alright.
Okay.
No, you're
3,
good.
2...
Why are we here, elf?
Ah, my old companion. Kat, how you doing, dear? Luna, how you doing, dear?
What do you think I'm doing? How I'm doing? You obviously made me lose the person that I... Don't even talk to me.
I'm here to cure you of your illness.
Shut it. You speak to me, I will
cure
cut...
you and help you.
I will cut
What?
your... Don't you dare interrupt me either. I will cut your tongue out, elf.
Oh, look. It was unfortunate but necessary. The greatest safety of Tamriel is saved because your boyfriend sacrificed himself.
He didn't have to sacrifice himself if you've been the one to sacrifice yourself. And don't say you don't.
I couldn't have been me. This church needs me. The Dominion needs me.
But I needed him.
Luna, my friend, I'm here to help you because I care about you, and you're someone who deserves help.
I don't need
Find peace
any
in
help.
the goddess. Find peace in the goddess. Know that your lover died for a noble cause, and he is in a better place.
How about leave me alone?
Do you wish to be free of your dreams, of your curse?
What I want is what's not here.
I can't bring him back, but I
Then-
can make his sacrifice worth it.
Then try. There's books everywhere. There is books in this monastery. There's gotta be something there.
Dead cannot rise. The dead cannot return. His dead is dead. Remains.
Please, just...
Okay, plot interruption just for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Cat, I'm gonna perform a ritual, fall down on the ground, and I'm gonna like channel the goddess's energy into you, okay?
Alright, let me put
Can
the
I just say you guys were just fucking amazing right there. Holy shit. You both just fucking connected so well on this. I swear to God, that was amazing. I'm listening to this shit with my mic muted, like, holy fuck, this is like Hollywood acting right here, you guys. Like, what the fuck?
Believe it or
Like,
not,
where did this
most
come
of the
from?
believe it or not, most of the theater kids in my school think I suck.
No, bro, that was fucking perfect. Both of you guys, baby, especially you. That was
Thanks.
fucking perfect. Both of you. And you know what, Shadow, you were witty in like the way what you said in return to her to keep calming her down and making her make a sacrifice worth it. Bro, that was fucking on par, bro. That was excellent. Like, holy shit. I was sitting here with smiling all the time, like, holy crap. Where did this come from?
Alright. Emotes. I'm gonna do the ritual.
And the funny thing is, I'm listening to Machine Gun Kelly in the end. This is.
Alright. You guys do that, but in the meantime, I'm gonna type up that letter to you, Shadow.
Alright.
I'm gonna send, do you want me to send it through Whisper, or do you want to send it through Xbox Game Chat? Or Xbox, excuse me, Xbox
Whisper.
Whisper? Okay.
Wait, do Microsoft Message. Do Microsoft Message.
Okay, Xbox message? Alright.
Yeah. Alright, let's do this.
Alright. The
Oh,
my
wait, don't-
character.
it's character.
Right?
I'm muting myself until you guys come to me.
By the power of the age, by the power of the eight, by the power of the goddess, I heal you, I cleanse you. Find peace and solace in the mother's love. Find peace and solace in Mara, Diabella, and Akatosh.
Is this when she.
This is where you, yeah.
What the.
Sleep, sleep, sleep. You will wake up in time. Your journey is not yet over. There's still much to contribute. And scene.
Nice. Very good, very good. She's gonna go to Grantwood for a while and basically live with her people, so she's gonna wear her tribal gear. In the
Right.
meantime, I'm gonna send you a letter. I'm sending you a letter now. And,
Alright, I'll
once
be
you get the letter,
still in this... Yeah.
once you get the letter, seek her out and read it to her. And then you guys are not gonna
Alright.
know basically anything about me. Or,
Gotcha.
alright. I'm getting myself until
Alright, I'm gonna sit in this little chapel here. Like I said, I'm kind of like a freaking priest/demon hunter, so like an exorcist. I'm here 2 years later praying to the goddess when I get your message. And now I'll do my own personal reply. Lords of the Aedra, divine ancestors, show me a sign. Show me the answer. Show me what I must do to keep the balance at bay. Show what I must do. Show me what I am meant for. Show me where my path leads me next. Amen.
She hasn't traveled yet. Let her.
I'm still doing the role. I'm still doing my role play.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing his thing, honey. It's gonna be a minute before I can type out all of this. Just bear with me, guys. Just keep doing what you guys are doing. Babe, do your
Yeah.
thing like you're in the woods of, you know, Grantwood, being a high or being a wood elf. He's doing his witch hunter like rituals and stuff like that he needs to do. I'm typing out the letter, so just let time pass, and once he gets, then that's when he's gonna seek you out. So it's gonna take a couple minutes. So give me a few minutes, and then once he gets the letter, he'll seek you out, and then you guys come travel to where I'm at.
Gotcha. Hey, Notorious, lore question.
Yeah.
Is the Ultimate Dominion the most noble, like, alliance in ESO? Like, are they the least, like, imperialistic and, like, just plain evil?
In this point, okay, in terms of, you can make a defense for all three alliances at this point to be noble. except for Daggerfall, because Daggerfall wants to reform the Empire, kind of. The Ebonheart Pact, they just want to be left alone. They don't want no Empire. They want everything to stay the same and everyone to be their own country. And the Ultimate Dominion, right now their intentions are not for Elven supremacy. Right now their intentions are that the mortal races need a leader, and since elves are the wisest and oldest, they should be the ones to lead basically us from Cyrodiil, because Cyrodiil is the heart of Tamriel, and it's been men have basically corrupted the throne for too long, and basically the elves, being the oldest and wisest, should lead, and it's not because of a superiority thing. They look at it as the managed races are like children, and they don't hate them, but they need to be guided better, and they feel like they're the ones to do it.
So all three of them aren't really that evil. All three of them are pretty much just. Okay.
The Daggerfall Covenant believes that the Tamriel needs an empire. That's why they're trying to reform the empire. The Ebonheart Pact, again, wants to keep everyone in their own country, no empire, everyone just live by themselves, and everybody leave each other alone. And the Alpha, just to refresh everything, thinks that the managed races are just too young and naive to fully understand the concept of leading, that the elves should be in charge, because they'll keep Tamriel safe, basically.
Is there any racism in the Ultimate Dominion at this point?
At this point, not really. There is a little bit, but it's more directed inward than outward.
Because there's quests where Argonians can be allowed into the Dominion and shit. There's quests where Argonians, and there's that one quest in the Forest Kingdom where Argonians are welcomed in.
Look, there are some racism right now in the Ultimate Dominion, but it's not so much from the Ultimate Dominion. It's from the High Elves that are scorning the Ultimate Dominion. Because when Queen Irene basically said that she's going to join with the Wood Elves and the Khajiit, some Elvish groups, some High Elvish groups are like, fuck no. No, you're mixing races, we're not going to do that. They're not used to that, so they scorned her and they're trying to overthrow her. But the ones that follow her, the core Ultimate Dominion, because since she is queen, they are welcoming to the other races coming in and helping them. But the Veil of Inheritance, they believe she's gonna fuck up everything, and that's why
you mean the Thalmor?
Huh?
You mean the Thalmor?
Veil of Inheritance is a splinter group that's basically like a bunch of radicals trying to overthrow the Thalmor. Because they believe in elven supremacy, and they believe that elves should not intermingle with other races. So they're trying to stop Queen Irene, and Queen Irene's dominion, the core dominion, is not racist. It's accepting. It's basically saying everyone should join us. We're not here to basically scorn you for not being elf. We're just here to make this place a better world. And the Veiled Inheritance in Auradon is trying to stop that, and also in Somerset, that other radical group called I forgot what they're called, but they wear the red robes. They're also trying to stop Irene from intermingling the elves with the other races, because they believe in elves supremacy. So both areas of the High Elf land have radical groups trying to stop them, but the Thalmor in its core, at this point in history, is not racist. They are only trying to make this world a better place.
Right.
So right now,
hey,
they're not racist.
You know there's Imperial remnants in the new Blackwood DLC? There's remnants of the Empire in the new DLC.
Yeah. There's also remnants of the Empire here in Elsewhere. But remember, Clivia Thorne, she took a whole legion here to Elsewhere to basically invade it when the Empire fell. So you're going to see Imperials here, but they're not part of the Imperial Legion anymore. What they are part of...
They're a splinter faction.
They're a splinter faction, yes. They are remnants of the old Imperial Legion, but they're not the actual Legion anymore.
What about the Imperial remnants in Blackwood? Are they... What's up with them?
I haven't got too much into this yet to tell you who they are. I don't really know yet. Although from what I've seen is the two areas, there's two cities that basically Blackwood takes place in. They, from what they've said, is they understand that the war is going on, but just like how the Gold Coast basically said, we're not part of the Empire no more, we have no involvement in the war. That's basically what they're saying, that they don't support any alliance and they don't support the Empire. They're their own people, they're supporting their own city, and whoever takes over the throne, they'll support, but they're not getting involved until then. Basically,
right,
that's
no Empire.
yeah. They're basically they're saying, hey, look, we don't want no part of the war. We don't want no part of the war. We don't want no part of your guys' fight. You guys do you. We're just gonna live our lives and basically be down here.
They're like an independent city-state. They're like an independent city-state.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're, from what I can gather, they were formed from Imperial, like, Elder Council members. Like, a lot of leadership of the old Empire fled to this region.
Yes.
And they created, like, their own little empire in exile, is what I've been able to gather.
Yes. I forgot to mention that too. Yes, the remnants of the Elder Council is in Leonin and Blackwood.
And they're, like, forming their own little memory, little pocket empire, just remembering the good old days, pretty much.
Yeah, somewhat like that.
All
Not
right.
not so much of their own pocket empire. They're trying to avoid basically being killed by alliances and killed by the Daedra. So they're basically just like, you know what, fuck it, we're down here. Y'all can have up there, so you know. But that's it. Okay.
Yeah, but they're still very imperial culture like a lot of imperial culture and like mentality C-states.
Yeah, that's always going to be there because that's their culture. That's how they are. As for the Legion itself, as a military organization, as a unit, as an empire, that's no longer a thing. There's remnants, and there are splinter factions, and there are groups, and there are abandoned legions and stuff like that for Cyrodiil and the rest of the empire. But
so I'm thinking so I'm thinking for the second storyline, like the Empire, like the remnants of the Empire and elsewhere, are also waging war against the Dominion. And they have, like, connections to the Worm Cult, like Daedra cultists, and they've made deals with, like, a quote-unquote Daedra. In, like, the midst of the Dragon War, they're trying to, like, take control of the Dominion. Like a Game of Thrones sort of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, while the dragons are, like, tormenting Imperial, like are tormenting the Dominion, this remnant Imperial Legion is trying to rebuild the Empire and elsewhere. And they're trying to wage a war against the Dominion. That's where I plan on taking it. Like the Imperial Legion elsewhere has connections to certain Daedra cults. And this could lead down into the line. This could lead all the way to Blackwood eventually.
Well, remember the Thorn family is what's leading the Imperial remnants inside elsewhere. Now, the Thorn family, they have always been very magical people. They've always been very good battle mages and wizards. And because of that, they have so much dealing with the Daedra. Abnor Thorn mentions this several times throughout the story. He says, my family has always been really tight with the Princes of Oblivion. And so they're for generations, their family has always served the Princes of Oblivion. And in return, they get knowledge and power, and they're able to influence the Empire, and indirectly the Princes of Oblivion have had a hand in the Empire because through the Thorn family. The Thorn family has always maintained a hierarchy within the Empire. Abnor Thorn was
I
the
can
leader
work
of
with
the
this.
Elder
I
Council.
can work with this. I can work with this.
Yeah. So the Abnor
Hold on a
Thorn
second,
Abnor Thorn
Yeah.
was the leader of the Elder Council. He was the head Elder Council and the battle mage for the Emperor. So basically, not only was he the one guy to go to when the Emperor had questions in regards to, hey, we have a magical threat, what the fuck do we do? He would go to Abnor Thorn and not anybody else. I mean, he would go to his council, but Abnor Thorn would be the main guy, the first point of contact when there was a Daedra threat, a magical threat, or whatever, anything that and it would be his main advisor. So the Thorn family always maintained their hands in the hierarchy of the Imperial Legion. And because of that, because of their status, and because of their magical prowess, they've always been in bed with the Daedra. So that's what you're seeing with Clivia Thorn and her legions here in Elfberg. Yes, she has connections to the Daedra. She does, because that's the whole Thorn family. And And she's not going to stop that because the Thorn family is pretty much in ruin right now. They're not really in ruin,
Right.
but they're kind of fighting each other right now because the Empire.
Does their bloodline continue after ESO?
Yes, it does. Because remember, Yeager Thorn in Arena, which is set about 700 years into the future, they still have. They're still the advisors to the Emperor. The Thorn family is going to live on for generations, for hundreds and hundreds more years, because they have never directly, or they've never fully damaged the Empire or tried to take over the Empire for themselves until Yeager Thorn. Yeager Thorn is made a bold move and trapped the Emperor in oblivion and decided to pretend to be him. And that's when the Empire basically had enough of the Thorn family, and that's when the Thorn family loses its status within the Empire. But that won't happen for another 700 years. So until then, after the events of EXO, the Thorn is on, and they still maintain hierarchy. They still maintain that rich, that powerful status. Basically, think of the Thorn family as the Lannisters' thrones. They're exactly like that. They're rich, they're powerful, and they're fucking evil. And they will maintain...
the Thorn, Admiral Thorn in this game's a good guy, right?
He's a good guy, but the other members of his family... The Thorn is more selfish, but he looks at it as he's basically like how Tywin is. He's exactly like Tywin. You know how Tywin wants his family legacy to live on above all else? And he's an evil character. He understands the importance of maintaining that status within the kingdom. He maintains that status of being the most powerful, the most richest, and the most feared family. That's exactly how Abnor Thorn sees it as well. He maintains himself as being his family being the most powerful, the richest, and most feared. Because right now they are the richest family. Right now they are the most powerful family, and they are the most feared because of their status within the Empire, the Daedra. The Thorns are very, very wealthy. Very wealthy. There is not a clan.
I was going to say Admiral Thorn is still a better character than Tywin.
He's a big ass wizard, yeah. He actually is very powerful. You know, him and Mana Marco are actually the same strength, and Mana Marco was considered one of the strongest mages of all time, him and Vanus Galarian. And Mana Marco's strength has only been matched by two other mages, and that's Thorn and Vanus Galarian.
Yeah.
After Thorn...
No, but what I've seen about Abnor Thorn, he actually seems to be compassionate and caring, unlike Tyrion and Tywin.
Abnor Thorn is. See, Abnor Thorn looks at things right now as being more selfish because he wants to maintain that family, his family to maintain their status. Now listen very carefully.
Yeah.
He wants his family to maintain their status within the Empire and be in a hierarchy within Tamriel, because as what's been happening is the Empire has been leading the Tamriel for generations, for thousands of years. So he understands, because he's almost like 200 years old, he understands keeping his family within the Empire, and not only within it, but as a hierarchy of it. Will keep his family status as the most powerful family in Tamriel right now, because out of all the clans, all the families...
Are there any like any Jaime and Cersei sort of relationships in this game, this world, this universe?
Not that I know of, but I do know that the Thorn family does approve of inbreeding, because Abnor Thorn did mention it.
Of course.
Now, Abnor Thorn did mention it. Now, Clivia, think of her as Cersei because of the evil one to take over, but without the Jaime.
Okay, that makes sense.
She wants to maintain power, so she did a deal with the basically with the dragons. She did a deal with the dragons, basically, that she's gonna still elsewhere, and they're basically gonna be the gods. She's gonna be the hierarchy queen, and they're gonna be the gods, and they're basically gonna help each other. That's why the dragons are leaving her alone and attacking everybody else, and that's why she don't give a fuck. She's basically...
Alright, gotcha.
She made a deal with them, basically.
How's that message coming along?
I'm still writing it.
You're good.
Alright.
When you're ready to send it to me, send it. I'm gonna quickly watch the news, and I'll be right back to you.
Yeah.
My character, she's meditating.
That'll be good when when he comes along and sees her.
Hmm.
I'm almost done with this. I'm almost done acting this out.
You're fine. I'll be right back. I'm going to get me some more Coke.
Okay.
I love you.
Oh, you too, honey.
I'll be right back.
All right.